So what's it like living in Argyle, Texas? Well, today we want to show you where it's at and show you some of the new communities that are coming in there and tell you everything that Argyle has to offer and why you may want to consider moving out into the countryside. What's up, everybody? I'm Kristen Carpentier with the Living in Dallas team, located here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about what it's like to eat, sleep, live, work, and play here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. That way, every single week when we're dropping new content, you will be notified. I am a local real estate agent here in the Dallas area, and my team and I are getting calls, texts, and emails every single day, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving next week or next month or even next year, reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, email us, and let's hop on a Zoom call and get to know one another and find out what we can do to help you make that smooth move here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Okay, so today we want to dive into what Argyle has to offer. And to be honest, Argyle is kind of booming, but it really doesn't have a whole lot to offer right now. But its location is great for getting to anywhere you need in the Northwest Dallas area for your shopping and your eating and your restaurants, your grocery stores. It's really not that far out there, especially because the 35 West Freeway does head north and south straight through, or at least borders the city of Argyle. And back in the day, Argyle was just incorporated back in 1963. And before that, it was pretty much farmland and ranch land, all like spread out as far as the eye could see. So it was kind of, right in the middle of nowhere, and you had to head north up into the Denton area. But now the freeway borders it, and you can really kind of get anywhere you need to around there. It is a smaller town. It's only about 11.4 square miles, and the population in Argyle is still under about 5,000. So, like I said, not that big of a city, but the cities around it are definitely, still growing. Argyle is one of the fastest growing cities in Denton County right now, especially because a lot of these master plan communities are starting to come and pop up in the Argyle area, and some of them are absolutely fantastic. Back in the day, the smallest property that they used to have in the city of Argyle was about 1 to 2 acres, and around at least a minimum of 5 to 10 acres, depending on where you lived. And now they're building these master plan communities. There is still a lot of ranch land, livestock properties that you can drive by and see your cows and your horses just grazing in the grass. And of course, a ton of trees. So people do still love their property out in Argyle. It's just, we're kind of bringing in some of these master plan communities. The median price point of homes in Argyle is now at about $471,000. Yes, obviously, it's incorporating some of those big, beautiful $1 million homes and then some of these smaller master plan community homes that are going in as well. So obviously in the master plan communities, you don't really have as much land as a lot of these other homes do, but they are still offering a whole lot of amenities that really cater to a lot of the people wanting to move out there. One of the communities we wanted to talk about is the Lakes of Argyle. It's more on the northern side of the city of Argyle, and it's just one of those beautiful communities with more of that modern farmhouse look to it. It does have a small lake and walking trails, but the homes in there are beautiful. If you're looking to move here with more of those updated features, that's definitely a great community to look at. And they may not have tons of the amenities that some of the other ones have, but just the aesthetics and everything that you see driving through that community are really, really beautiful. Not your everyday, here in Texas, we build a lot of homes with bricks, and those homes definitely have a little bit more of that modern farmhouse feel, which people are absolutely loving. So a very popular community that is not that big, but people have loved moving into. Another one of those more traditional neighborhoods that's going in is called Waterbrook. It is down right off of the 407 and the 377, and that one is a little bit more on the traditional side. Bricks and stone, and they are very beautiful, but the homes are a little bit closer to the sidewalk, so you really don't have a lot of a front yard to take care of, and all the garages and driveways are actually rear entry, which for us when we moved to Texas, like that's kind of a big thing out here, depending on where you're living. And lots of people actually like having that rear entry garage. So that's what Waterbrook is. It's a little bit more low maintenance, but it is a darling community with, you know, a few amenities that they offer out there for the residents. So let's get into, you know, a couple of these bigger master plan communities that are here in Argyle. And one of them is just on the very edge. It's over just west of the 35 West Freeway, and it's called Harvest. And it's this big master plan community where they host community events with beautiful swimming pools and, you know, restaurants and coffee shops, and just one of those communities where everybody wants to know everybody. They've really done a great job at master planning that community out there, just so you have that, you know, small town neighborhood feel that you might be looking for, especially if you have kids and just really want to be involved in that community. Harvest is a great area to be, especially if you want easy access to the freeway. And probably the number one community on our list is Canyon Falls. Now, Canyon Falls is technically part of more of the Flower Mound, Argyle, North Lake area, and Argyle High School, and it's built pretty much all around Argyle High School. So it has pretty much everything you could think of. Everything from walking trails to high-end homes to more of your basic, you know, starter homes, but everything from the trails to the swimming pools to the rolling hills and lots of trees. So we are getting calls all the time from people wanting to know what Canyon Falls is really like and how many homes might be available out there and if it's a good fit. And right now they are still building out there, obviously, but a lot of it has been built out. So if you're really not looking to be the first one into a new build community, but you do want that newer vibe of living in a newer community, that is something you should definitely check out. And it is right there off of Cross Timbers Road and the 377, which heads north up between Denton and down south all the way down into South Lake area. So, and it does border Cross Timbers and 377, which does head north into Denton and south towards the Trophy Club Roanoke area. So if you really want a big master plan community that offers a lot more than just, you know, your everyday neighborhood, Canyon Falls is definitely one you're going to want to check out. So there in the city of Argyle, it really does give you that rural feel. Not a lot of restaurants and things that it offers, but it does have one small little community area with a few restaurants, a CVS, pharmacy. You know, it has a great pizza place. It has probably one of the cutest coffee shops you have ever seen. It looks like it is straight out of a fairy tale. It's called Kinsey's, and a little barbecue trailer, a snow cone shack, and a Cajun restaurant as well. So it is, they really do only kind of have one little main city center, I guess you could call it, and it's right there off of the 377 and the 407. So definitely something to check out. But as you head up and down the 377, that's where you're going to find some more of your commercial businesses and, you know, everything from a Domino's Pizza to an urgent care to a doctor's office and an insurance company. So right there off 377 is where you're going to get where you're going to probably get at least the majority of the commercial space in the Argyle area. So they do not have a lot, but Argyle is definitely still growing. To get into Flower Mound, to maybe go to your Walmart, your Target, your grocery shopping, or even down into the Trophy Club area, it is the ease of use and the ease of access to get there is actually very convenient living out in Argyle. The school district, according to niche.com, is rated very high in the A+. It's given an A+ rating according to niche.com. So people are absolutely loving getting in there if they have kids and wanting to have their kids go to an excellent school. Another school that actually moved into the Argyle area a couple of years ago is called Liberty Christian. It used to be a smaller private school that was a little bit more into Denton, and they moved into this gigantic campus right there in the south end of Argyle. And it's known for its great academics, of course, and also their sports program. And what made the news not so long ago was the fact that Jason Witten, former tight end at the Dallas Cowboys, is now the head football coach at Liberty Christian. So another huge draw for these kids wanting to go to this private school. So if you want a great family area for your kids to go to, but you may still want that rural feel, Argyle might be the place for you. And if you have any other questions about what it's like living out there, what you may expect when you actually do move here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, don't hesitate to reach out. Let us know what we can do to help, and let us know how we can answer any questions about what it might be like moving here and what some of these communities might have to offer. So that number down below, don't hesitate to reach out. Call us, text us, send us an email, and especially let's set up a Zoom call and see what we can do to make that smooth move here to the Dallas area that much easier.